The first bell rang like a nervous pulse, echoing off the polished linoleum floors of Ravenbrook High as the halls filled with the chaos of first-day energy. Backpacks thumped against lockers, laughter mixed with groans. New haircuts and summer tans still clung to the students, along with the unspoken hope that this year would be different. But not for Ana Morales. Ana stood still in the crowd, a worn black hoodie half-zipped over a threadbare band tee. Her fingers curled tightly around a folded class schedule. She had the look of someone who had built high walls and reinforced them with sarcasm, eyeliner, and the cold edge of not caring. At least, that's what she wanted them to think. She glanced at the locker number on the paper again. 109th. Perfect, she muttered under her breath. The guidance counselor, Ms. Reardon, had blinked when she saw it. Her smile had faltered for just a split second before she regained her professional warmth. "You're sure you want to keep that one?" she'd asked, too lightly. Ana had arched an eyebrow. "Why wouldn't I?" "No reason. Just some students prefer lower numbers, closer to the front of the hallway." Ana had shrugged. She didn't care about front or back or whatever nonsense superstition haunted this place. All schools were haunted, in their own way. Locker 109 was probably just some busted latch and a bad rumor. But now, standing in hallway B, facing a locker that looked no different from the others, but felt different, Ana wasn't so sure. There was a slight hum in the air near it, like static or a held breath. The lockers on either side bore stickers, magnets, graffiti, but 109 was pristine. Too pristine, like it had been cleaned recently, or repeatedly. No scratches, no dents, no sign anyone had ever used it. Except the tape. Faint lines remained, just a trace where duct tape had once been wrapped around it. Someone had tried to seal it shut, and someone else had peeled it off. She pressed her palm to the metal. It was cold, not locker cold, basement cold, grave cold. A sudden click behind her made her jump. "Sorry," said a voice. "Didn't mean to scare you." Ana turned to see a girl with short magenta hair, an oversized denim jacket covered in enamel pins, and a camera slung around her neck. She smiled with an almost manic energy. "You're Ana, right? New junior?" "Yeah. And you are?" "Tammy Tran, paranormal researcher. Amateur but passionate." She pointed at the locker. "You got 109, huh?" Ana narrowed her eyes. "Is that a problem?" Tammy shrugged. "Only if you believe in curses or patterns or, reality." Ana leaned against the locker. "Let me guess. There's some dumb ghost story. Bloody Mary or a student who died and now haunts the lockers, right?" Tammy leaned in, her voice dropping to a dramatic whisper. "Actually, 3 kids have disappeared over the last decade. 2 more had mental breakdowns so bad they were institutionalized, and 1 came back from summer break with a completely different personality, like literally didn't remember her own name." Ana tried to scoff, but the way Tammy said it, dead serious, no punchline, put a chill in her spine. "Let me guess," Ana said. "All had locker 109? Tammy nodded. "Bingo." Ana was about to laugh it off when something caught her eye. A note, folded, perfectly square, sticking out just slightly from the locker's vent slits. She hadn't noticed it before. No one could have slipped it in. She hadn't even opened the thing yet. Without thinking, she pulled it free. The paper was old, yellowed, edges brittle. A single sentence was scrawled in pen, in looping cursive. "Don't trust the reflections. They remember more than you do." Her pulse quickened. Something about the handwriting made her stomach twist. "Someone's idea of a joke?" she asked, holding it up to Tammy. Tammy shook her head slowly. "That's not a joke. That's a warning." Ana looked again. There, at the bottom of the note, was her own name, Ana Morales. She hadn't written it. At least, she didn't remember writing it. The overhead lights flickered once, just a blink. When they came back, the hallway had gone strangely quiet. Ana turned toward the window lining the far wall, catching her reflection in the glass. She frowned. Her reflection wasn't frowning. It was smiling. just slightly. Anna didn't move. Neither did her reflection. That smile, subtle, slanted, wrong, still lingered on the glass. It didn't vanish when she blinked. It didn't mimic her slow step back. Only when a student passed behind her, breaking the light for a second, did the reflection finally catch up, snapping back into sync like a skipped frame in an old film reel. Tammy stared too. "Did you see?" "Yeah," Anna said, folding the note and stuffing it deep in her hoodie pocket. "Let's just open it. I want to see what's inside." Tammy hesitated. No one's opened it since Leo Brighton, 2 years ago. Cops sealed it off after he vanished, like literally vanished. 1 second he was in class, next minute, gone. Anna gritted her teeth. "It's just a locker." She gripped the dial. The lock was already halfway turned, the combination reset to 0 like it had been waiting for her. She tried the default school combo, left 10, right 25, left 15, and felt the click vibrate all the way through her wrist. The metal door creaked open. Inside was dark. Not just dark. Unlit in a way that defied reason. There should have been light. The fluorescents overhead were working fine, but the interior of locker 109 swallowed the light whole. It felt like peering down a well. Tammy pulled out her phone and flicked on the flashlight. The beam hit the back wall, revealing nothing. No books, no pencils, no forgotten hoodie, no old gum. But there was space. More than there should have been. Anna leaned closer, blinking hard. "That's deeper than normal." Tammy crouched, angling the light. "Deeper? Anna, that's not a locker. That's a tunnel." At the back of the locker, the metal wall wasn't solid. It looked more like a door, recessed into the rear panel. A faint symbol had been etched into the center, a strange spiral shape, like an eye halfway closed, with lines radiating out like cracks or rays. It pulsed. Anna blinked. "Did you see that?" Tammy was recording now. "Yeah, it's breathing? That's not possible." Suddenly, from deep within the locker, came a sound, like a whisper. But not words, just the impression of something being spoken, backwards. Anna's breath fogged in front of her lips, even though the hallway wasn't cold. Tammy stepped back instinctively, but Anna stepped forward. "Wait," Anna said, her voice low. "There's something in there." She reached out and touched the spiral. Crack. A jolt surged up her arm. The locker door flung itself wide open, slamming back against the neighboring locker with a bang that echoed through the hallway. Light poured into the locker, but instead of showing a tunnel or empty space, the inside now looked like a mirror of the hallway behind them. Same lockers, same flickering lights, but off, subtly distorted, and standing at the far end of that reflected hallway was a girl. She wore Anna's hoodie, her band tee, her expression, but her eyes were wrong. Too wide, too still, and she was smiling. Not kindly. Tammy gasped. "That's you." Anna didn't respond. Her heart slammed against her ribs, thudding hard. Mirror Anna lifted her hand and waved slowly, like she'd been waiting a long time to be seen. The light inside the locker flickered, and the mirror image hallway began to shift. Lockers twisted, shadows moved against the light, and then Mirror Anna opened her mouth. But no sound came out, just a low static buzz, like a broken radio. Anna slammed the locker shut. They stood there for a long moment, both breathing hard. Tammy whispered, "So, what now?" Anna turned to her, her face pale. "Now? Now I figure out why my name was already on that note, and who, or what, wants me to go through that locker."